Bezo coming into this are front runner to a first place and a second place, I believe they had, and suddenly everything.
Oh, that's
has
8 belt. There it
down.
is.
That's Belveth 3. Oh no, but she took the thieves gloves.
Oh my god, what?
Hi, I'm Garrix, a challenger player on EU West, and what you just saw was a game from one of my first tournaments. I've got improving to do still, so come along on this journey with me and let's get better at TFT together. Alright guys, so let's get into some PBE action of set 9. This is my first game here on the PBE, so I will be pretty confused, but it worked out pretty good in the end. So let's see what we did. So first off here we can see you get to pick one of 3 portals here, or you get to vote, and then it goes between each player, and each player's vote is equal, so there is a chance it can always be anybody that wins the lottery, so to say. So if there's like 7 people on one portal and 1 person on one portal alone, that person can still win, which is pretty good, I guess. So it's not majority. So yeah, I'm just looking at all these different units and what they are doing. A lot to take in. Also, because of that portal voting in the beginning, you won't have that starting carousel either, so that's not a thing anymore. So you just get designated a random champion, and also no item either, so I think that's a very good change actually. So yeah, first augment here is a prismatic. I believe it's because of the portal we choose there, or that got chosen. And as you also could see there, the legend system there is introduced, so you can pick a legend that you like, which fits your playstyle, and that legend will always offer you a tailored augment. So in this prismatic case I got this starter kit, which gave me a 4-cost champion, and also a 1-cost 2-star that fits that 4-cost as well. So as the name implies, it gives me a starter of, well, direction. Also it gave me a component, I believe, which the 4-cost also can use. So I got Jarvan there and Poppy along with it. So the plan here is just play vertical Demacia. Pretty good strong board also. 2 other 1-cost 2-stars there that I naturaled. So yeah, when a new set comes out, the easiest way to learn is just play some of those verticals, because those will be the easiest to play, and also most often they are viable comps, and from those verticals you can then learn maybe all the different versions that come with it. So maybe not fully vertical, you take in some other unit that still fits with the traits and so on. And yeah, right now we're just chilling, maybe here thinking about leveling up. Also reading the ability of Kale here, which is quite interesting. She's a 1-cost, but she actually scales with your tactician level. So at level 6 she gets stronger, as well as when you hit level 9, which is quite an interesting mechanic actually, making her quite viable all game actually. And what the Demacia trait does, I am hovering it here, so you get some stats to the units adjacent to your so-called elites. Your elites are your strongest Demacians, and your elites get a radiant item as well that is tailored to their role. So if they're a tank, they will get some kind of tank item, or if they're a damage dealer, they get a damage item that fits them. And the stats that are given to the adjacent units. As you can see there, you see that crown, which indicates that Jarvan is my elite, and also his adjacent allies there also have that Demacian icon, showing that they are gaining some armor and magic resist. And when playing more, the Demacians get more elites and the resistances get stronger as well, so it's quite straightforward. But a very strong trait, actually giving some tailored radiant items. And you could think of it as being like free prismatics, because as you know, there is this prismatic augment, radiant relics, right? And that gives you a well, radiant item, and sometimes that item can be kind of bad, but in this case you both get multiple radiant items playing Demacia, but also they are tailored to your strongest units, making it very, very strong if you compare it to that other prismatic augment there. So yeah, hopefully we win this fight here, so we can keep our 5 streak going. Jarvan is a very strong unit there, just doing a huge AoE CC. Yeah, getting another Poppy 2 here. Probably not gonna get that Poppy 3 because I'm not gonna stay low level, I'm just gonna keep leveling. If you have noticed also, they've changed the leveling a bit. This is played on the early days of PBE, so they have changed it again actually after this, but still on PBE right now, at least for each level it's at least more expensive to level up than it is compared to live servers. Here I get another copy of Jarvan that is included in the prismatic augment there, the starter kit. I will get one starting each stage, so each day of the early stages. So stage 2 we got the first one, stage 3 we got the second one, and at stage 4 we will get our third one, giving us a Jarvan 2. So yeah, that's why you want to commit to that trait early, because you will get that 4 cost 2-star guaranteed later on. Here I also found that Azir, which is another 4 cost, and also he's a strategist, which fits with our Jarvan, so I just leveled and played him. Here you see again, I get a Taylor augment from Caitlyn, not that strong though. Here I get a good augment though, the Demacia Heart. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna pick that as it fits well with our plan. And I'm playing this Galio 2 here for 5 Demacia there, and as you can see, he got a Radiant item as well. So we're really strong right now. Looking really good. Something I've noticed while playing the PBs that, well, the 4 costs are very, very strong. Actually, I don't feel like the 2 costs are that impactful if you don't 3-star them, but yeah, it's not really worth chasing, to be honest. As well as the 3 costs, they are strong. Nothing super special though. I think the 4 costs are where it's at really. So getting them early like this and also getting them 2-star is very important for your overall board strength, as like every vertical has some 4 cost carries. Here I play the Gwen again because the 4 costs are strong, and it also synergizes with my Kayle in the backline, giving us this layer trait, which is just some additional damage on those units as well as giving them some Omnibump. This person here hit a early Scion, which is a 5 cost, ending our streak unfortunately, but that's okay. Here I really want that Jarvan, that would instantly give us Jarvan 2 here, which would be huge. Not likely that we're gonna get it though, as we're last pick. And yeah, it gets taken right there. I decided to pick up the cloak there, so I can make the dragon claw. So our Gallia also has full items, and now we have 2 fully stacked tanks, so we can work on some backline items. And we already have a tier, so the plan here is to play for Lux, which is also Demacia and Sorcerer. So she's gonna be a AP caster, which uses tier items very well. Also picking up the Swain here, holding him because he's a strategist as well as a sorcerer, which will fit with our Lux later and our board already, as we have Azir and Jarvan. And just reading the trades. Picking up the Taric here, also another sorcerer, holding on to that Malzahar 2 as well, for the possibility of playing more sorcerers later on. And we are quite rich here, we have a good amount of HP, so all we have to do is really just level up and get our upgrades going. After the wolves here, we're gonna get that last Jarvan copy, giving us Jarvan 2, so that will give us a big power spike. Get some more gold and items. Again, we got our Jarvan 2 here, huge power spike. Because we already have the Jarvan 2 as well, there isn't really much reason to roll at 7, so we should just keep on ecoing and go into the late as fast as possible. That also gives us the chance to fit more units, unlocking more Demacia as well, so that's the plan right now. Take another win, nice. Here we get another prismatic here, gifts from above, think fast, not an option really, not needed, binary airdrop, won't really work as I already get the radiant items on my units, so just picking this, rolling for days here. I decide to level all the way, actually a misplay, because as you saw I was left with 0 gold. Yeah, this was the first game on PBE, so I didn't know about the XP changes actually, but yeah, noticeable, very noticeable. As usually here, I'd have some gold left, but in this case I did not. But it's okay anyways, we had some units to play for, so that's fine. But we weren't really in a rush as we have 89 HP to work with. But we are rewarded here anyways with a Lux, so that's nice. I think I'm rolling for the Lux 2 here. Putting in the Aatroxer instead of the Gwen. Here I get another Gwen though, so maybe missed a Gwen 2. Picking up Garen here also, so we have some more Demacia units. We're fighting another person with the starter kit as well as a Demacia emblem, so we're a bit contested, but that's alright. Yeah, and the feature here, as you can see also in the carousels, is that you can inspect the items as well as the holder, making it easier to choose what to pick, which is nice. Pick up the tier here and another Jarvan for the blue buff. So we just landed onto Lux, put in our 7 Demacia here, which give our Lux her third item there, which is nice. Rolling here, looking for the Lux 2. Hovering Rise there to see what he does. It's another legendary, and in this set he has a different ability depending on the portal you choose. That you chose in the beginning there, so it changes. Much like Janna changes weather every game. Kind of like that, but kind of different still. Still rolling for Lux. There we go. I sold that Azir we had earlier. I probably should have kept him for strategist, as the Taric here doesn't really do that much. He gives us an additional sorcerer, which doesn't do much. We get 3. It gives us Bastion for Poppy as well, but we don't really need that much front line, as strategist would give us additional shield anyway and empower our back line, so that's a misplay on my part, but that's alright. Here I reposition a bit so my units get that additional resistance. Fortunately here I get more tank items, as I don't really need it, but that's okay. Just gonna slam it onto Garen, I believe, for now. And we get that Azir in the shop again. Believe I pick it up at least. Just trying to figure out what items to slam here. Garen is actually a damage dealer, even though he has that Juggernaut traits. So he's like a bruiser, much like in the regular League of Legends game. So he actually wants some damage items, but tank items will do. Here he faces a strong Void player. He had that prismatic there, last prismatic, which gives him 100 gold. But he can't go above level 7. So that really incentivizes rolling for multiple 3 stars. Yeah, that huge gold injection of course makes them really strong in the moment. There are a lot of new augments this set. I believe they took out like, what was it, 80 or 90% of the old ones, and just kept a small amount of the old ones and introduced a lot of new ones, which is a lot of fun, because we've been playing with like the same base for a long time, so switching it up a bit is really nice. Right now we're just looking to level. Again, we are really healthy here. We also have some free rerolls still, so the plan is to just level up and maybe hit a Jarvan 3 here or something, as we have 5 already. Here we face a Cruel Pact player here. Yeah, we lost against the Aphelios carry there. Aphelios is a really strong forecast right now. Probably the strongest actually, as Aphelios 1 is really, really strong. But right now on PBE I believe he got nerfed, so he's still quite strong I believe, but not super broken like he was in this recording. Picking up another Lux here also. Maybe we can roll for both Lux and Jarvan. What's the thought here? Figuring out how to put this sorcerer emblem on. Yeah, slam it onto the Galio as he died there, and I just realized we faced off against a Kai'Sa 3 there. Quite scary. So the only way we can win is by hitting our own 3-star 4 costs. So yeah, that Void player there and the Aphelios player. We face off against that Kaisa again. Also very strong carry. She's much like the set, what was it? Set 6 Kaisa, but slightly weaker because she's not a 5 cost this time around. If you play that set, that was the set I actually began playing TFT, or began playing a lot of it. I had played like a few games, you know, the first set and like 1 or 2 games like every set after that to test it out, but I really never got hooked until I started playing set 6, which was where the augments were introduced. So, and I believe that was when like TFT blew up in general. Here we pick up a component anvil, choose the 6 here to put it on our Lux as well as our Kale. Lux is also a very strong 4-cost carry actually. She's like, kind of like Leona from last set, where she is like a tank melter. She like single targets onto one unit, dealing a lot of damage, but it's not infinite, it's for a few seconds, and it's magic damage and not true damage like Leona's. So of course it's not as strong, but very similar. She also shreds the magic resist every second she ults that target. So it's kind of like she's starting to deal some true damage at the end of it. Here again, it's just me and the Kaiser player left, so gotta roll down. Got 7 of each right now. 8 Jarvans now. 7, or I mean 7 Luxes and no, 8 Jarvans and 8 Luxes. So yeah, that's kind of sad. But we will definitely survive this next round, even though we're gonna lose. So hopefully maybe one of the units is in the carousel. Pick up Lux, and looking around, yeah, there is a Lux actually, and well, it's PBE, so this person doesn't grief it. Very kind of him. So we get that Lux 3, pretty cool. We also hit the Jarvan actually, so that's pretty huge. So yeah, we have 2 3-star 4 cost here, so we should win, right? Let's see. He has a pretty stacked board as well though, our opponent. But yeah, that Lux deals a lot of damage, and Jarvan CCs for quite a while. And yeah, we win that one, so nice. Looking really good right now. And yeah, all we can do is just wait for the fight really. Yeah, I was quite dizzy still. And yeah, it's PBE, so not really scouting for positioning or anything. Yeah, there you can see the damage, as well as the CC durations and such. Last neutral stage here before we do the last fight. Can't really get any special items, to be honest, here that powers up our board. We're quite capped with our Jarvan 3 and Lux 3 there. Again, it's PBE, so not picking the Zephyr here. Looking for that Aatrox 2 there, didn't hit. Our opponent actually hit Yasuo 3 as well. Um, so yeah, honestly we should have won this fight though, but as you will see here we actually lost. So yeah, that was the game, guys. It's quite a spicy first game there, multiple 3-star forecasts. And yeah, it was really fun. So yeah, there are more PBE videos coming up, so stay tuned for those, and hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.